Well, Punch Out Boxing, delighted to be here with middleweight prospect Aaron Bowen. How are you, Aaron?
Very well, thank you, mate.
So, Aaron, I was at Birmingham for your last fight. Exciting, but I guess you got your first little reminder that you can't muck around in pro
Yeah.
boxing, band yourself on your pants.
Yeah.
But what was impressive is you want to get back straight away.
Yeah. I learnt a lot from that fight. I should have probably boxed a bit more, and I should have got behind my jab. But like you said, first time on the floor in my whole career. Bit of a flash knockdown, so I wasn't hurt. So I wanted to prove, you know what, to the man across the ring, like a bit of ego. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's just in me. I like to fight, and I like to. We're there to fight and see who's the tougher man. So it was a great night overall. You know, the fight was great, the atmosphere was great, and the performance wasn't so great. But like you said, we ground it out and got the win in the end. So it had a bit of a rocky flair to it. So it was nice.
Listen, all fights are going to have to go through this sooner or later. Better to do it soon.
Yeah.
Interesting that your four fights and the fifth one coming up on Saturday. Every opponent you fought has a winning record. And I was looking back at your amateur record, some pedigree there. You fought some top, pretty much all the top guys in the UK in the amateurs. Is that why you're moving quite fast?
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to sign with Matchroom. Was I know if you can get to the top, you'll be matched hard, but if you're good enough, you'll get there. And I want to see if I'm good enough. So, you know, no point having losing records, or we're here to take different challenges and try to get to the top. So each fight is as important as whatever I want to achieve, because winning records mean that they're coming to win, and they can beat me if I'm not up to scratch. So it's important to keep testing myself and keep slowly moving up, and I appreciate the challenges, and I think it's going to make me a better fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Can only get better that way. I guess, like us, you don't know much about your opponent on Saturdays from Argentina, but 7-3. I guess different style and Latin American probably will come straight at you.
Yeah.
Try and take your head off.
Yeah, and he looks a bit awkward as well, so a new challenge in that. And I've just got to turn up and be the best version of me. But if he comes straight at me, I know I'm going to meet him straight on. So it could turn into a right good fight. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, indeed. Are you still good for middleweight for the foreseeable future?
Yeah. I'll make it easy at the minute, and you know, my team, we have nutritionists on board, Freddie Brown, and we got conditioning coaches that measure everything. So we're 100% able to make the weight for a long time. Unless anything changes and I feel right out, then we'll make the move. But for now, it's comfortable, and everyone seems a bit surprised because of my height, but it really is quite comfortable to make at the minute. So I want to win some titles at middleweight before moving up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you do look huge as a middleweight, because obviously it's the first time I've seen you up close. Yeah, you mentioned titles there. I mean, how many more of these learning fights do you want to have? I mean, I've seen the middleweight scene domestically. I think it's fantastic. Throwback to sort of bygone eras. I know the world level people criticise that there's no stars, but the Midlands area, Troy Coleman, who holds the title.
Troy Coleman, yeah. Well, we were meant to box, but we're from the same gym, so and Troy's got another fight lined up, so he went that route. And but that's a fight I'd welcome, and I think one more 8-rounder, maybe 2 more 8-rounders, sorry, and then we'll be looking at a title, Midlands, English, or Eliminator. So it's within touching distance now, and just got to learn from these next couple of fights and work on the things I've been doing in the gym. And yeah, I mean, I'd take it now. I'd take English, British now, but my coach wants me to just get an 8-rounder in, and you know, work on a few things, and then we know we're ready for them 10, 12 rounds.
So again, you're with the right promotional outfit for the domestic scene, because Eddie's got George Liddard, his local boy, down in Essex, who's obviously making waves. A guy you fought in the amateurs, Taylor Bevan, the Welshman, he looked great last time out. Could be some great fights for you young middleweights upcoming in the coming years.
Exactly, you know, you got Jimmy Sains, George Liddard, the list goes on. So, and we're all at a similar sort of level with 5, 6, 7, 8 fights. So I'm looking forward to it. You see CROCKER Donovan, it's got that sort of feel. I want to be in these fights. I want them, so I'd do them now, and they probably would as well. But at the right time, I think there's going to be some big nights, and with my following from Coventry, I think I look forward to headlining a big fight, and a bit of needle in it and a bit of bragging rights. So I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I was going to say about Coventry. Obviously, last time out you had quite a big fan base come out because it's local to Birmingham. Yeah, just as a little aside, in Coventry, do you know the Casper nightclub?
Yeah.
Because I actually went to that before I came and watched you fight.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a day party.
No way, day.
Over 30s. So, yeah,
it's a good little spot there, isn't it?
Good little spot. I enjoyed it. So, who knows? You might have some after parties.
Yeah, win a title, I'll go back there. Yeah.
So, just got to ask your views. So, on the division domestically, who do you think's the best? I mean, of course, at the weekend we saw Hamza Shiraz.
Yeah.
They had high hopes from that Queensbury. Fell short against the Dames and was fortunate on the scorecards, most people. Did you watch it? What did you think of it?
I haven't watched it fully yet. I've watched the highlights and I need to watch it properly, but I thought Shiraz looked like he was boxing well. I didn't watch the later rounds, so I need to see, but I've sparred Hamza and he's strong and he's tall and he boxes well, so to get to that level is good and it shows he's up there, so it's but with it sparred him, so I know I'm not a million miles off that level, which is nice to know. So you've got loads, haven't you? You got Denzel Bentley, he's doing well. It's hard to think off the top of your head. You got loads. There's some massive fights for me though. There's people. We're on the same sort of trajectory, so I think it's a hot division, and it's sort of crying out for, like you say, a superstar or a big name. So I look forward to the next couple of years trying to chase that big name and beat some big names along the way.
Tell me what's the dream? A big fight at Coventry?
Yeah, big fight at Coventry. I'd like to take Coventry over to Vegas. That'd be a dream. I've got 200 coming over to Belfast this weekend. So, this is the first step of a broad trip. So it'd be nice to one day take them to Vegas, and then the ultimate dream is the world title in Coventry. So that's the plan.
What is Coventry City's home ground called now?
Should know that. It's the Building Society Arena. It was called the Rico Arena. So it's changed its name, but it holds around 30,000. So I'd like to fill that with a world title shot one day.
Yeah, I don't think Coventry's had any sporting heroes since my childhood. When I remember they beat my team Tottenham in the FA Cup.
Yeah, nice.
So crying out for it. In a way, for you guys who come from like these sort of smaller towns, it works in your favour, because I think fighters like from say London or Manchester, there's so many stars, you just get lost in it. But when you're from a smaller town, the whole town can get
and I think we've never had a world champion. I might be wrong, but I'm sure we've never had a world champion. We've had good British and European champions, very good boxers. So the city really get behind me because we haven't had that yet, and maybe hopefully I'm the one to go do that. So I feel the energy from them. They're really getting behind me, and it's exciting. And like you say, I want to be that first person to win the world title and be the superstar from Coventry. That's the plan.
Wow, what a dream! And hope you achieve it. And I'll be following the journey all the way. So good luck Saturday.
Thank you,
mate.
Good
win and start beating the drums for those wars against those other middleweights.
That's it. Yeah, thank you, mate. Nice one.
Aaron Bowen, middleweight contender. We will see you Saturday night.